Right, so today we're here for a special one, another antique for you all to see. And this is a radio, a house radio from the 1930s. So if this is something you'd like to see, then stick around and let's look into this. So here we are. Today we are looking at this radio from the 1930s. This is very old. It's one of them household radios, I'm surmising, that people used to have in their front rooms or something like that. Back in the 30s, maybe 40s I would say, but I'm just judging by the look of it. Maybe it could be around about mid 30s to maybe early 40s, somewhere around about that, but I'm just going to peg it as 1930s. Again, this radio has probably been through the war. Maybe people had this in the wartime to listen to what was happening on the war front in those days. I'm sorry everyone, this is not in the best condition, but considering it is from 1930s, it is in reasonably very good condition. It comes with a lid and everything. I'll show you that in a minute. It has a name on it. I'll show you that too. So if you know anything about these radios and what they were used for back then please let us know, and we can talk about it. But this is definitely a piece of ancient history that can't be forgotten about, because this type of technology back then was everything. You know, you'd pay a lot of money for this back then, and if you had one of these in your front room, you probably felt like you're probably pretty rich. Not really rich, but you know, pretty rich. I'm not sure how much these would have gone for back then, but yeah, it's, you know, it's still something that's made it through to 2025 since 1930. So yeah, we'll tell you what, let's look a little closer into it and see what's going on then. So I'll come a little closer in. So to start off with, if you can make that out, it has a name there, Vidor. So if you know what the company Vidor is, who they are, or what other stuff they made, then let us know. And obviously across there you've got your channel numbers from 200, 400, 550. And in them days it was in meters, not frequencies, they used to call it. It was, I don't know how, but medium and long, I don't know, measured in meters somehow. I'm not sure how it worked out, but somehow like that. And then your long range numbers down there, and that's it. So there's not much going on there. Couple of reference numbers and stuff like that going there. Other than that, it's a pretty basic sort of gauge area, and you can just see there the line right there that gives you the check frequency channel. And then if we look to the sides here, we've got some knobs and a few more knobs. I'm gathering, I'm not going to turn them too much because this thing's way too old to be breaking it. So yeah, we've got some knobs there. Maybe this one would have turned up and down the frequency. Maybe this one would have been volume. And then them two, I don't know, something else. But yeah, it would have been for some reason. I'm not sure if this thing had a built-in speaker, because you see this grid here. I'm only surmising that that is the speaker area for it, so you could hear the sound sort of projecting out of there. I'm really not sure. I've never had this fired up, so I can't really sort of give you a guess if that's what it was for. But yeah, it comes in a nice pretty little case, so I'll show you that as well. So the case sort of bends down and locks up, and then you've got a little handle that sits right there, so you can sort of see a little handle there, and then you can move it about and carry it with you with the handle. Maybe as a portable something, actually. Maybe thinking about this, it could have been, because it still needed electric to it though, so maybe somehow, like, I don't know if you ever saw before, I did a video on a car radio that had its own power supply. It's from the 1930s, it had its own sort of battery pack to it, so maybe that could have been something along with that. And if I just show you then everyone, there's a logo there on the thing. We'll just zoom into that just to show you if you do recognise this logo. So here we go. Vidor, maybe Vidor. If you know this, recognise this symbol for radios and stuff like that, then please leave your comments below, and if you've got one of these, and let us know, you know, what this, if I'm right or wrong in the year or the date or whatever, because I really can't tell you. I'm so sorry, but I'm only guessing here. But yeah, there we go everyone, that's pretty much it. That's a maybe house radio, maybe an outdoorsy radio, because I'm only thinking it's got a handle there on it. So I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to go with household radio, because obviously it's got electric, so you'd have to be plugged in somewhere. So yeah, household radio made by Vidor. There you have it, from the 1930s everyone. So it's not in the cleanest condition or anything, but as I say, if you know anything about these, then I'll happily show it again, and if you want me to try and even power it up and see if it still works, I'll happy to show that too, and maybe try and get a plug on this if that's even possible. I'm not 100% sure looking at these wires, but maybe we could get some sort of power to it and get it fired up. So if that's something you'd like to see, then please let us know, hit them likes, and I can definitely bring this back out again and power it up. So yeah, there we go everyone. Thank you for watching and sticking around to see this, and I'll definitely be back with a lot more treasures and coins and stuff very soon, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave your comments down below, and I'll be back very soon with another video. So thanks everyone, have a good day, and I'll see you soon.